Hi, Danny. How are you?
I'm all right, Douglas. How's yourself?
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
How's things in England?
Uh, Pretty much the same as in over there. I think it's we're in lockdown. There's a second wave on its way.
Oh,
Um, I think the land's still in a bit of confusion. People are getting people are a bit fed up, and they're getting ready for the sort of ready for the next wave. It's almost like, oh no, not this again. You know.
so what can and can't you do? There's no restaurants, no gigs, no concerts.
Well, uh, since lockdown, since March the 16th, I was gigging pretty regular in a band I'm in, and I've done one gig since then, which was an outdoor gig. So venues and pubs were allowed to do outdoor gigs, shows, but then it is pretty much, a no go. And we I've got one coming up on October the 3rd, which is a sort of a new, it's indoors, new social distancing rules, whereas they're allowed six people, groups of six, and I think they're sat down on a table spaced out, and we can actually play indoors.
6 people at a table, and then each table has to be 2 meters apart, or
Yeah,
something like that.
I reckon something like that sounds about right. So we've got, I mean, I was playing like two, three, sometimes four times a week, and it's given me a lot of time to reflect, as all of us, I suppose. But just really looking forward to a gig, to actually go and show me talents, play a bit of bass guitar.
Do you
And
write?
do I?
Do you write? Do you write your own music?
Yes, yes. The all this stuff behind me it's me. It's all my own sort of efforts at music. I record, I write songs and sing them and play all the instruments and do everything. Uh, and I've been told not to say I say
That's all right.
said it said it again. Yeah. Uh,
Is that your
so
van?
is that
Is that
my?
your van with the marijuana and the Bob Marley looks like?
No, it's not. Unfortunately,
Oh,
it was a stock picture, that one. The
uh, that would be a cool van to drive around in.
it would be, yeah. We might
Yeah,
get stopped by the police a few times though, I think.
perhaps. Yeah. Marijuana's not legal in the UK, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Because
I think
it's
it
legal
it
here
comes with it.
in,
Yeah.
yeah, in some states. I think we're up to about 14 or 15 states where it's completely legal. You can go to the pot shop and buy it, just like you could buy whiskey.
Yeah. Some places it is very legal, like Amsterdam, in
Amsterdam,
Europe.
yeah. Yeah.
That's very legal over there. But it doesn't. I don't touch that sort of stuff. It's sort of clean me. But
No, I don't. Not anymore. I used to do that when I was in school a long time ago, but
all right, yeah. High
these
school,
days, yeah, these
college.
days, the worst thing I drink is tea. So that's about it.
Me too. I drink green tea. That's.
Oh, you drink green? No, I like. I still like the strong stuff, the black tea. But
Well, green tea. It's got loads of antioxidants in it, and it's really healthy and good for
it
you.
is it is more healthy, but it puts me to sleep. That's the problem. I need the tea to sort of get me going in the morning, wake me up,
Are
and
you
I don't
sure
like
that's
coffee.
green tea and not cannabis tea? Because that might send you to sleep.
No, the sort of Chinese tea. That's the green tea,
Oh
right?
yeah, not the Jamaican type, the Chinese
No,
type. I got you.
no, yeah. So let's talk a little bit about you. You've been doing music for your whole life, yeah, pretty
More or
much.
less. Uh, since I was about 19,
Since you're about 19. Okay.
yeah, I started playing bass guitar. That was my instrument that I discovered. I'm into. Have you ever heard of a band called Level 42?
No.
Well, they're like a jazz funk. Do you know Earth, Wind and Fire
Oh, sure. Yeah.
and Prince,
Yeah,
Sly and the Family Stone?
certainly. Yeah.
Trying to think of the American Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Well, it's that type of music, and their influence that's their influences, and they're very much kind of got that vibe. But they've got a bass player. The bass player is the lead singer, and he's an awesome bass guitar player. He's like the best in the world. You know, he gets voted on these polls the best in the world, and I just fell in love with the style and the bass, especially. And I took lessons in a music shop, and that was 1986. I started bass guitar lessons, and all I wanted to do was learn that style. You know, the slap bass
Oh,
style.
yeah. The one that comes to mind for me is Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's the one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's slap bass. Yeah. Well, I was in awe, as I'm sure a lot of people who see Flea and Mark King and Stanley Clark, all these slap bass greats. Just watch them, and it's awe inspiring, don't you think? It's like, wow, look at that. That's amazing.
Oh,
And
well, I don't play bass. I play piano and guitar, but I absolutely love bass players who are great. And some of the
yeah,
ones that come to mind while you were talking was Flea. Um, Jack Bruce was amazing in his day
Jack Bruce. Now
from
that's
Cream. Yeah.
funny you should say that. I actually used to be in a Cream tribute band.
Really?
So
Ah,
I did the Jack Bruce. I was Jack Bruce.
his bass lines were incredible.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
amazing.
I love that excitement. You know when I see people playing instruments and they're on fire. You know, I love it. It makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. And I thought the Level 42 band I was talking about, uh, they they like that. They're very powerful. You know, funky and all sorts of styles in one, but the musicianship's amazing, and it just excites me. Great musicians. There's a lot of American bands that are brilliant. You know, the musicianship's just outstanding. Um, and so that that's uh, Jack Bruce and Eric Clapton and Ginger Baker. They were like the cream of the crop, weren't they? And they got together and did the cream.
What
And
was
just
amazing, what was amazing about them is the amount of power and energy that just three of them could put out.
yeah, uh,
Because everyone had to be right on. Nobody could screw up. If
no,
one of them missed, you'd hear it. When you have a band that's got four, five, six people, one guitar could kind of fade off and nobody'd even notice.
yeah,
But
it's
if,
hard.
if
I
with
actually met.
three, yeah.
Sorry, carry on. Sorry.
No, I was just saying with three people, everybody's got to be right on their game for the whole concert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard work. I
Oh,
used to
yeah.
love it. You
Yeah.
kind of knackered at the end of it. I actually met Eric Clapton once at a charity cricket match in Surrey in England, south of England, and
Yeah?
I told him I was in an Eric Clapton Cream tribute band,
What did he
and
say?
he said, "Oh, it's hard work. It's hard work being in a three piece." He said, "It's hard work," and I thought, well, that's Eric Clapton saying that. And at the time, and up to now, I think he has a nine-piece band. I think the more people in the band, the less work you have to do.
It's very true. Yeah, it's
But
very true.
uh, but I kind of incorporated the Flea stuff, the slap bass stuff,
Yeah.
with the Jack Bruce stuff as well. I kind of the vehicle was Cream and Eric Clapton and a few Jimi Hendrix songs, but in a kind of a funky style. you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think
I,
that's a good segue for your video because we got to get your video in here.
yes, the
Your track is called. You can say that again.
you can say that again, Douglas. Yes, it's called "You Can Say That Again," and yeah, this is me. There's three of me actually. I
Three
have
of you.
two.
Okay.
I have. There's. If you look at the video, there's actually me, and me. It's all about
Oh,
me.
yeah, I like those kind of videos. All right,
Yeah.
let's have a look. Let's have a look at it. This is Danny Merriman, and you can say that again.
What was that you said while I'm tucked up in bed? I've had too much to drink, it's gone to my head. I had some whiskey and some dry white wine. I got work in the morning, I should be fine. You can say that again. 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 Say that again. I only went out for a loaf of bread. Bumped into Nigel, then got out of my head. We went to Witherspoon's, it's cheaper than sliced bread. It's not much money there, I'm easily led. You can say that again. 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 Say that again. Just the one now, as it's down to some power. Until the next one, it's just turned out the hour. I have another one, but I'll have to leave it there. And after that one, well, I don't think I'll even care. You can say that again. 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 Say that again. And so the night turned into who knows when. I'm sure it happens to me every now and then. I booked an Uber, it was 10:30. One for the road now. You can say that again. 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 Say that again. You can say that again. You can say that again. You can say that again.
Oh, that was great. I like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you
Well
very much,
done.
Douglas.
You know the two bands that came to mind while I was watching that, and I don't know why, but the Talking Heads and Devo.
Devo. What
you
was
remember?
their song? They did a Devo.
Devo was for a long time ago. They were back from the punk days of the late '70s, early '80s. They did a
Yeah.
cover of "I Can't Get No Satisfaction" that was so weird, and Mick Jagger had to approve it, and he said, "Oh yeah, that doesn't even sound the same," and he loved it. He loved that.
Wow.
That
Wow, thank you. Talking Heads. That's a band and a half.
yeah,
Uh,
great band.
What's his name?
David Byrne.
Byrne.
David Byrne. Yeah.
Yeah, he's. In fact, a friend of mine wanted. I was going to do some music in a Talking Head style with a friend. It never quite happened, but he said that as well. A guitarist friend, and yeah, there's something there. I think it's got like a ska element to it, don't you think? You know,
Yes, yes, it does.
I was thinking like the Specials and Madness. Do you know those bands?
Yeah, there's a lot of influences in that song. But the
Yeah,
two that just came to mind, and I don't know, maybe it was the presentation, but I can
oh yeah,
definitely hear Flea. I can hear uh, the funk stuff in there as well. It's all in there. It's a good
yeah,
song because you've sort of put everything in the blender that you've listened to for the last 40 years, and it came out in that, and it's brilliant. It's great.
30 years.
30 years.
I'm not that old, Douglas. Honest,
I believe you. You
I
look
am
younger
actually.
than me, so. Are
But
we the
but
same age?
uh,
No, you're younger than me. I know you're younger than me.
just a bit, like
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, didn't we used to go to different schools together? Like
Yeah, yeah, very different schools. I went to school in Boston, so
Boston. Wow, that sounds
yeah,
cool. I went to school in Nottingham.
Nottingham. All right.
That's where I live. That's where I'm from.
Uh,
So
we we have just run out of time. We've got to wrap this up, unfortunately. I know we could have talked for hours probably about music.
okay. Well, the album's called "The World Got Crazy," which is what that song's off.
The world got crazy.
Which
Okay.
I was kind of going to mention that, but and which is that purple album behind me,
Oh, great.
available in all good record stores. Yeah, but no, it was a lot of fun doing all the music and the songs, especially that one I played. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you.
Oh, it was great. I liked it a lot.
It's
Give
been
us your
great talking.
website. Give us your website so people can come check you out.
My website is
Yeah.
Danny Merriman with an I, MERRI, DannyMerriman.com.
Okay. Great. Danny, thanks so much for coming on the show. This was a lot of fun, and
Absolute pleasure, Douglas. Absolute pleasure. Good luck with your show. It's very entertaining. Keep it